Good morning. How you doing? This is Pastor Jean, pastor of East Atlanta Church, and I just want to speak with you a moment of inspiration this morning. I've been reading a lot of people's posts and reading a lot of comments and watching a lot of videos of people talking about what's going on in society. I've been in a lot of meetings and meeting with a lot of different leaders and pastors, and it amazes me when I listen to how everyone has this idea of or ideology of how they think healing will take place or what needs to happen next. But the bottom line is, as I said before, we're missing God. We're missing God in everything that we do. Now, I know we talk about God, and we have this thing called ceremonial Deism. And it's a legal term used in the United States, normal for religious statements and practices deemed to merely mean ritualistic, non-religious through long customary usage. For example, the way that we use in God we trust, and the way that we say one nation under God. We talk about God, but we don't believe in it. He's only in name only, and it doesn't show in our lifestyles. And I listen to people and they say, well, what's going on? And me being an African American or black pastor, whatever term you want to use, and I'm not going to split hairs over that, but here's the thing. You say the black church was one of the churches that helped promote the movement and helped us understand and educated our people and culturally and crossed the great cultural divide and brought down discrimination and brought forth integration and helped bring forth us out of slavery. And they want to say, where's the black church now? And they want to say, where's the church and where are our leaders? But here's my question. Your leaders are there, but you're not following. What good is it if you want to talk about where your leaders, when your leaders are there serving you and God, but you're not there? We have so many people that have left the church, and why? Because the church, they feel the church is weak. They feel the church is not there for them. But I'm going to tell you this. There are still many strong churches. There's still strong ministers out there, strong pastors. And what we got to remember is we are men and women of God, which means that we are flesh and we are not perfect. So I want to give you a moment of inspiration, but clarification. And that is, stop trying to look for a perfect individual that will work with you and lead you and follow you. But look for the heart of the individual. Look what they're trying to do. Look who they're trying to serve. Are they serving God or are they serving themselves? Are they willing to get down and help you? Are they willing to take off your shoes and wash your feet? Or are they willing to be served? We're in a country now that we're missing that. I've watched the RNC, I'm watching the DNC, and I'm listening to everything everyone has to say. But no one is calling on God. No one is saying the way that we get through this is through God. No one is saying through prayer. No one is saying through unity. No one is saying that. No one is calling on the rightful name, the righteous name, the one who created us. No one. But we want to talk about putting our power in man or woman or in an entity or in a movement. But understand, the only movement we need is for you to move. Now, when you move, then there will be a movement. Well, what do you mean? There needs to be a movement in yourself to say you will do something different. You will be different. You will change the way you're living. You will leave those ratchet ways that you have. You'll leave those lies, those deceit, all that you're doing, all that you want society to make right. You want society to legalize sin. And when the pastors, the leaders that you so-called saying aren't saying anything, stand up and say, this is not God, you want to crucify us and tell us that we are intolerant and we're teaching hate, but we're only teaching life. Now, my question to you is this. Where are those leaders? They're there. Are you willing to be accountable? Not to me, but to God and yourself, and be who He created you to be. Let's stop this ceremonial deism. God. I'm talking about Jehovah, Yahweh, El Elyon. I'm talking about the name, who God really is. Not a religiosity, but a relationship. And if you claim you have a relationship with Him, but yet you don't spend time with Him, and you don't love Him, and you don't give that, and you don't give to Him, you don't serve for Him, you don't do what He's called you to do, what kind of relationship is that? Let's just get some clarification here and our inspiration. Stop looking at everybody else and look at the man in the mirror. This is Pastor Jean. I love you and be blessed.